Welcome back to TechRadar, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, all of you lovely people in the chat. I see you in there. We're going to be chatting with you as we experience the PlayStation 5 Showcase. My name is Matt Phillips. I'm joined today by US computing editor Bill Thomas. How you doing, Bill?
Doing good. How are y'all doing?
Doing great. And of course, our senior computing editor as well, Matthew Hansen. How's it going, Matt?
Hey, yeah, I'm good. Cheers. How you doing?
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. The big question on everybody's mind this evening, let's just get straight into it, guys. Price tag and release date. What are we thinking? Matt, I'm coming to you first. I want a solid number on both.
So this is what I expect or what I want? Because they're probably two quite different things.
They are two very different things. I understand. Let's go with what you expect. Let's go full prediction mode. I want to hear from you guys in the chat as well. Please do let us know in the chat.
So the Xbox Series X is, what's that going for? $499?
$499 and $299 for the Series S.
So Sony won't go higher. I think they'll either match. So we'll get, for the full fat PlayStation 5, we'll get either $499 or possibly they'll undercut Microsoft a little bit and do $449. And then for the digital, $399.
I think they're safe bets. I think I like it. Bill, what do we reckon?
I see two different things happening. I see
Love it.
Either A, they're going to match the Xbox Series X and they're going to launch the PS5 at $499 for the version with the disc player and then knock off $100 for the discless version. However, with the features they've been putting in there, like that special SSD, the 3D audio shenanigans, and just all the work that they put into the DualShock 5, I could see them launching at $600, pulling a PlayStation 3.
Oh, but they got burned with the PlayStation 3.
They got big hard.
But like, think about the situation that Sony was in going into the PS3. PS2 is one of the most successful consoles of all time. Leading into the PS3,
I mean, they're in a similar boat now.
It's the same story.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You're absolutely right. So we've got Andrew in the Facebook chat. He reckons 449. I'm seeing loads of numbers come up in the YouTube chat. A lot of 449s, actually. A lot of 449s. Where have you gone? Gomez in the YouTube chat was saying 699, I believe, but it's the chat's moving so quickly I can't keep up, guys. I can't keep up.
699. I think that would be just dead on arrival.
Eric saying 399 in the YouTube chat. I'm in a similar boat to you guys. I don't know. Part of me thinks, right, that the PlayStation could come in. We're talking about dollars here, of course, kind of as a universal currency for us. But I think $550 for the base PlayStation 5 and maybe $450 for the all digital, and then that puts them kind of in this luxury bracket above Xbox on one hand, and then also, but there's also a cheaper version if you want to go for that and undercut Xbox slightly on the other hand. I think Xbox have played an absolute blinder with the Series S. I think so many people aren't ready for 4K yet. So the Xbox Series S for them is 250 quid, and it's an absolute no-brainer, right? Like, if you don't have a 4K monitor, like, it just seems, absolutely.
I just find with the Series S, there's a few too many asterisks after it. So on paper, it does look great price. I think they were very wise to go for that price.
Yeah.
But I think there's quite a few. Well, they had to make some compromises, and I think a few too many compromises, and then it gets all a bit confusing. Like, can the Series S play backwards compatible games in the same quality that the Xbox One X, an older console, can do, and stuff like that? So it's all getting a bit.
Yeah, I
think
you're right. There's definitely some weird messaging, right? And I think, everybody said it, but kids at Christmas are not going to get the Xbox they want, right? Because it's too confusing. There's an Xbox One, there's an Xbox One X, there's an Xbox One Series X, like Series S, and too many letters and numbers, and your average mum and dad aren't going to know. They're going to walk into a shop and go, they wanted the new Xbox, and there are two new Xboxes, and one's 500 and 250.
I don't think that's going to be a huge deal. Like, if you think about, like, just how popular gaming is these days, it's a bigger industry than films are. I don't think there's that kind of ignorance just because someone's in their 40s and 50s about what the Series X is versus what the Xbox One X
Mhm.
is. I don't think.
Yeah, and
I think that's super
yeah.
overblown 10 years ago, and definitely now.
Yeah.
And also, I think kids are very good at saying exactly what they want over
Yeah,
and over and again. So if they want the
Just like give
Series
the
S,
exact like SKU
Yeah.
that they want.
yeah, they will tell you. They will even march, like I did as a kid. I marched my
Yeah.
mum up to the boxes in PC World and said, "This is the game I want. Don't look at anything else. This is the game." And I think they'll do something similar. But there is a simplicity to Sony's messaging with the PlayStation 5. You know it's better than the PlayStation 4,
Mhm.
which was better than the PlayStation 3.
Mhm.
So there's a lot to be said for that as well.
Yeah.
And as primarily a PC gamer, I've always had PlayStation consoles as well.
Mhm.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing what Sony have. I need them to sell me because I'm not in a position where I want to buy any next gen console at the moment. We've just had Nvidia just, bestow these fantastic graphics cards on us. And so myself and Bill are very hyped about that at the moment. So
Yeah.
that's where our heads are, I think. But then as soon as Sony goes, Uncharted 5, God of War 2.
It's interesting you bring up Uncharted 5, right? I don't know if you guys are listening to the stream right now, but they're playing some sort of
ambient music.
Yeah, they're playing some sort of ambient music. One thing I noticed though before we went live was some pan flutes in amongst it all. And look, I'm probably reading way too much into it.
Wow,
you know,
maybe.
but
they've been putting pan flutes into like all their original soundtracks. So, like,
well, maybe Bill, maybe, but I can pray, I can hope that we'll get an Uncharted 5 splash screen at the end of this.
I
at the end of the
actually
stream.
hope we don't get another Uncharted game.
I'm not saying that. Yeah, I kind of agree with you, right? If Naughty Dog come out now and say we're working on something entirely new, and obviously it's going to be super early. We've only just had The Last of Us Part 2.
I
but
have
they
a
give
take
us
with Naughty Dog just in general. So like during the PS1 we had Crash Bandicoot, and that was the PS1 series. And then we had something new with the PS2 when we got Jak and Daxter, and then with the PS3 we got Uncharted, and then they got stuck on that. And so like as much as I love the Uncharted games, I want to see Naughty Dog do something new. Because the PS4 and PS3 libraries for Naughty Dog look exactly the same. We got Uncharted games and then a Last of Us game.
But, yeah, I mean, but you can
Great
see
games.
the growth. You can see the
You can do
growth as
something
well. Like the
Yeah.
growth from Uncharted 1 to Last of Us Part 2. I mean, it's a world of difference, you know. And yeah, whatever they do next is going to be beloved, I'm sure, and simultaneously hated, I'm sure, if The Last of Us Part 2 is anything to go by. But
Give me Jak 4.
That's where you want them to go. You want them to go back to Jak.
If we're gonna get a return of a popular franchise, I want Jak and Daxter.
Wasn't there rumors that they were going to do like a sci-fi franchise or something?
I would also.
I'd be up for it.
Yeah, I'm
Give
telling
me-
you, I think
I mean, Naughty Dog can do no
Dog has
wrong,
my
really.
trust. Naughty
Give me
Dog has
Naughty
my
Dog
trust.
does Ratchet and Clank.
How do we feel though if we get an Uncharted splash screen at the end of this and it's not Naughty Dog?
Bad. I don't know. I guess it would depend on the developer.
Yeah, I mean, I'll play it. I mean, yeah, the PSP version or the handheld
Golden Abyss? Was it Golden Abyss?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe usually when they've given a franchise over to another sort of developer, it's worked quite well, hasn't it, for Sony? But no, I think the Naughty Dog logo would be more exciting than the Uncharted logo at the moment. You'd be like, oh, what they're going to do.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Let's jump into the chat, see what people are saying. Oh, some people, there's a lot of love for Jak and Daxter in the chat. It's good to see. It's good to see. 499, people are still banding around those sorts of price points. I saw something in here. Oh, do you think we'll see GTA 6? No. But that would be amazing, right? That would be...
With how they, like, showed off GTA 5, like, running on the PS5.
Yeah, I think we get another montage of that, maybe. I hope
I
they don't open with it.
I don't want to see GTA 5 again. That'd be amazing if they had 6.
If they did GTA 5, but now with ray tracing, I would probably get into it because...
Well, I think that's very possible. I think that's very possible. Yeah. A lot of people are now hoping for GTA 6, now that we've said it. Splinter Cell coming up a couple of times. I think we had our opportunity for Splinter Cell a couple of weeks ago, and Ubisoft didn't really deliver on it. So I don't think we'd see it here. Maybe we would.
They keep teasing, that Splinter Cell isn't dead because they put that like weird update into what was it, Ghost Recon Wildlands or whatever, where it was just like this short update. I just give me a new game. It's been so long.
One thing I want us all to do very quickly, and by all of us I mean us on the stream, can we all count down and refresh our streams, because then it hopefully will sync up enough, otherwise we'll be a couple of minutes out. So ready? 3, 2, 1, refresh.
Okay.
Oh, that just crashed. Mike, no it didn't. We're good. I thought it did there for a second, but we're fine. So hopefully that'll sync us up a bit. Oh, God of War's coming up a lot in the chat now. Do we see a God of War?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's likely.
Well, but what do we see? They've got to be like a year at least out from release, right?
Will it be another Norse setting?
I would have thought so. I mean, spoilers for God of War. They left it on a pretty big cliffhanger, sort of in that setting. So
yeah, it has to be. You're right.
I think so.
Well, there were like 12 in the Greek, whatever. So like, why not make 12 that are Norse?
That's fair enough.
I think they're so far out from releasing that game. I think whatever we see of it is maybe a cinematic trailer, but more likely a splash screen.
That's what Microsoft did, wasn't it? They just showed a load of CGI imaginings of what will happen in a couple of years' time.
Yeah.
But let's find out.
Nobody's mentioned it yet in the chat. We're kicking off, guys. Here we go. M for mature. Make sure you're mature enough to be watching the stream at home.
I'm not.
None of us are. I'm gonna turn up the volume. Let me know about audio in the chat, guys. Is it good enough for you?
Each time I awake, this planet seems somehow different.
Lots of robots so far.
Where are
Big robot generation.
Yeah.
You see things others can't.
I sense the power that flows through this land. Yet you do not fully understand it.
That's the game that sold me on the PS5.
Really?
Yeah, the cat.
Oh, the cat. I thought you were about Sackboy. I was like, really? Tomb Raider? Some people in the chat hoping for a Tomb Raider.
I'd be happy.
Old school cuts. Metal Gear Solid. That would come with some mixed reaction.
I don't want a non-Kojima Metal Gear Solid. I'm sorry, no.
Well, it's gonna happen one day. It's inevitable, I think.
Yeah, and I will not buy it.
This is on a PC emulating PS5. That's what you just said.
At least they're coming out,
least
saying it on the
honest.
front. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Lower the volume. I'm on it.
Oh, this is Final Fantasy.
You all know the target.
100% Final Fantasy. Starting it off like in my wheelhouse.
How do we even know the girl will be among us?
Our kind do not question
Is this
orders.
Final Fantasy 14 just on the PS5?
I don't know enough about Final Fantasy to recognize any of this, unfortunately.
It's okay. I'll just start like shouting things.
That's great. That's great.
I can't. That thing's a bloody mountain.
This is Final Fantasy 14.
Our foe will not relinquish their mother crystal
Next
easily.
gen. My guess.
I'm in.
This will be a bitter fight.
Show me a dog and I'm in.
You should not be out of doors. We have discussed this. Come, Joshua. Your father will be expecting us.
I am Joshua's shield.
I'm into this. Whatever.
I'm.
To protect
Is this Final Fantasy 16? This is not Final Fantasy.
This is a bit Witcher. That
Yeah.
everything's Witcher these days.
True.
Did you not pledge your sword to our...
I don't even need anything else after this. But I'm sorry.
What does it matter?
My laptop just said
Next
Windows
to
10
back
wants to restart.
Crusaders
Oh,
and
no.
in Rome.
Tell us
gonna lose you.
Shut up.
Without the blessing of the Mother
Classic.
Crystal, we cannot defend our realm from the spread of the Blight.
The only slight concern I have about this so far is that we are only here for 40 minutes. Right? They've said it's a 40-minute long press conference. I feel like we're already spending too much time on this.
Do they really mean
Nope, disagree. Give me 40 minutes of Final Fantasy. I won't be playing it on PS5 anymore.
No, you'll be playing it on PC, just like this is playing on PC.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Cobra Key wants a Shadow of the Colossus sequel. That would be hype. That would be hype.
That would be good.
Second icon of fire. But that's impossible.
This is so cool. I might be the only one in this, like, in our stream that, like, cares about this, but...
I'm not seeing a lot of chatter about it in the chat, I'll be honest with you.
That's fine. That's fine.
As someone who hasn't played Final Fantasy games, this hasn't gripped me. It looks okay, but it hasn't really told me what the game is or what the stuff about it.
Final Fantasy in general is all about like, little references to past games. And the more you play, like, the more you see them, and the more you play.
Oh yeah.
Demon Slayer, I don't need gameplay, I need a price.
I'll kill you.
I think we're going to be waiting
That'll be
half
at the
hour for
end.
that. Yeah, exactly.
It will
exactly.
be at the end, 100%. It is 16, oh my god, yes. When? Give me a release date.
Oh, you're never getting a release date. And even if they do give you a release date, they're not sticking to it.
Also available on PC. I'm
Yeah,
happy,
yeah.
we're good.
Console exclusive on PlayStation, though.
Yeah. Well, I've seen the only thing that I care about now, so...
That Bill's going to look
Yeah, see you, Bill.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Oh, it's a circle.
Are we going to get a little look here at the... Oh,
I think we're gonna get like little splashes in between trailers of
with
like,
the price.
PS5 stuff, and at the end, yeah, it's just like you see part of a number.
Yeah.
You see like part of the 4.
Alright, so everything else now is on a PlayStation 5.
well, then
That was
that's a
the
good way to open the show, right? Make it clear.
Oh yeah.
Make it
That was
concise
something
for
that
people.
Microsoft really got blasted for.
Exactly,
so.
exactly.
Looking forward to this game.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
It's too cold to change out here.
Loved Spider-Man on the PS4.
I know
Incredible.
this is just an expansion, but yeah, I will be buying this.
Yeah,
game.
100%.
Definitely.
And I'm excited to go back and play. I mean, are they including the original Spider-Man game as well?
Yeah,
They are.
It's Spider-Man plus whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's their Christmas. I love Christmas games. Right?
Not enough Christmas games.
No.
Too many Christmas games. We need more Halloween games.
Come on.
Spider-Man at Halloween would be good. I'd enjoy that. There was a Halloween party in the first
Yeah,
Spider-Man
there
game.
wasn't in the game. Yeah. That was one of the best bits, actually.
Dude,
Wasn't
I
it?
am so filling your suit with snow. Are you still wearing your suit? Yeah, you know, just in case.
Are we gonna get gameplay here? Do we think?
Fine.
Looks like it,
This
right?
is gameplay.
Yeah.
Those reflections are 100% ray traced.
This is
Yeah.
my favorite part of living in Harlem. Pop-up street fair,
I can,
best
like, just
food in
spot
the
it
city, awesome music.
I mean, that looks fantastic.
This would be
That
great
really
for the
does.
last
Look good.
beat I was working on. I should get back into mixing.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's interesting, right? Like they're really trying to show off ray tracing, and I guess if you were going to design a game and say, how do we show off ray tracing the best? Let's put rain everywhere. Let's set it at Christmas, so we put puddles everywhere.
Similar skill sets, right?
Back
LA.
at Gamescom 2019,
Sure they don't throw things at each other.
NVIDIA showed off Watch Dogs Legion for the ray tracing.
Yeah.
And the demo was all fun.
They did a Tomb Raider one as well, didn't they? A Day of the Dead or something.
We're excited to
to
show
ray
this
tracing.
first look at gameplay
Yep.
from Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales. Our story picks up 1 year after the events of the first game, and we
Oh,
find
that-
Miles' new home.
That's a little bit upsetting to
is
me.
in danger.
I thought it'd pick up
Trouble
straight
brews
away.
While Miles' mom, Rio Morales, leads an election rally. A war between the devious energy corporation Roxxon and the Underground. A high-tech criminal army led by the Tinkerer starts to break out. In this gameplay sequence, captured on PlayStation 5 hardware, the Underground attacks Roxxon, sending the rally into chaos in a fight that spills onto the Braithwaite Bridge, where the Underground tries to steal Roxxon's experimental energy source, Newform.
Loving all of
Let's
this.
take a look.
Loving all of this.
We haven't actually got like hard gameplay from Sony, right?
Ratchet and
Just, like,
Clank, right?
no-
From the last one?
Other, all right?
Oh yeah, maybe. But like their last stream was just like all cinematic, and I remember there being some kind of backlash about that.
Yeah. Somebody in the YouTube chat guessing at November 19th release date.
I think it's going to be that week. I don't know the exact date.
I think so.
Isn't-
$600, people are guessing.
I'm
$600.
guessing. See,
Wow.
everybody knows I'm right. It's cool. Like,
Turning up
I'm
the
gonna
volume
be
slightly
wrong.
for you guys.
It's gonna be funny.
The Tinkerer, that's not a well-known Spider-Man baddie, is it?
Not
Or is
super
that-
well known, no. He was kind of hinted at in Spider-Man Homecoming in the MCU. What a minor character in there. But yeah, not a massively well-known Spider-Man villain.
Keep him busy.
Jason thinks $499 for the UK. We will see. We will see shortly.
That would make it more expensive than the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Well, that launched at the UK, didn't it? At like 420 or something.
Well, launched in the US, it's 600 or 700.
Maybe it was.
I mean, yeah, so far so good. It looks like the Spider-Man we know and love, right? Nothing too crazy going on, except for the visuals, I think.
But it looks like.
Where is he? Kill you!
I didn't need to be sold more in this game, but I'm enjoying it.
Oh yeah, this is a game that they would have bought, even if they didn't show anything, but because of the strength of the original.
Yeah, 100%.
It's even better now just because, like, you get to go explore New York, and I can't really do that right now because of
Very good point. Very good point.
And it'll be a larger map, will it, this time?
hopefully. Just because, like, in the original, they just cut Manhattan in half and just gave us that.
This is interesting, right? Like, in the first game, a lot of this sort of stuff was quite heavily quick time events, right? Whereas this seems a little bit more dynamic, maybe.
Say as there's a quick time event.
Yeah, well, yeah. Just in time to prove me wrong, but...
Thank you. Man. Those people, they're trapped. I've got an idea. I need something they can cross.
Spider-Man was insomnia.
What's that? Oh,
Spider-Man was insomnia.
Stop this!
This is a cool sequence. This is a cool sequence.
I really can't wait until the consoles come out so we can see exactly like what resolution they're rendering this stuff at. Because a lot of games on PS4 Pro aren't 4K, they're like at 1440p or below, and then they use like checkerboard rescaling to get up to 4K. I wonder if this is native.
Holiday 2020, still not getting any dates. You've got to assume it's a launch title, and that'll be clarified at the end.
Sure it is.
Back to this little...
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of this.
It's a nice breather.
Is this hinting at the UI, do we think, somehow, or...?
Well, it's the things on the controller, isn't it? The buttons. There's an X.
Yeah.
So a square. But yeah, it'd be good to see the interface and how fast you can go from booting up the console to getting into a game. That would be great to see.
Yeah. Cobra Key in the YouTube chat. It's not Spider-Man if he's not trying to hold something together outstretched.
Yeah.
Classic Spider-Man.
Beautiful and powerful,
binds together
Harry Potter RPG, finally.
Is it? Oh.
It's gotta be, right?
We share
Yeah, probably.
is
Yeah.
the legacy of Hogwarts.
It's made by Avalanche.
Here we go. This
Got
game has
five.
been rumored about and leaked about for years.
Your own story to these hallowed halls, and quite possibly shape the future of the wizarding world. Every
You think this would be an
corridor,
exclusive? That'd be quite
every
huge.
portrait, every
Yeah,
stone
interesting,
in
right?
This castle tells the story of witches and wizards who came before.
Super cool.
Here you will meet lifelong friends and grow into your own magical abilities in the
It looks
classrooms
nice.
of the world's most
Yeah, not
talented
mind-blowing.
professors.
Not mind-blowing, but
And while your journey begins at Hogwarts,
probably doesn't have to be, right?
brewing potions, taming fantastic beasts, and mastering spells, there is a larger
Skeletons are
world
always
beyond these walls. A world filled with dangers you can't yet imagine.
Everything's Witcher.
An
I said this
ancient
earlier.
knowledge
Everything has a Witcher vibe.
That strange and mysterious talent you possess may be the
Do
key.
you think we're gonna get a
to
Witcher 3
unlocking
remaster
this
for the next gen consoles?
Oh, probably. Yeah,
I'm sure.
That's gonna-
I'm
yeah.
sure.
Your potential.
A lot of people super excited about this Harry Potter game in the chat.
Yeah.
A lot of love for Harry
What
Potter.
form will it take?
Stephen Saul in Facebook just says, bring back
Will
Pong.
reveal what you
That's
Yeah.
all he wants.
Pong, but with ray
Probably
tracing.
not, but-
Pong, but with ray tracing. Love it. Love
The
it.
choices you make now will define the legacy
I like their set,
of Hogwarts.
200 years or so before.
People are loving the look of that. That's the consensus in the YouTube chat.
Didn't say if it was exclusive though. So I'm
You've got
guessing
to
it's
imagine
not.
it's not. Yeah, that would be a huge get. That would be a huge get. Kelly, super excited
Little
about that new
interludes
chat.
are, like, ridiculous.
Sorry, what was that, Bill?
These little interludes are so weird. not this guy.
Hi everyone, I'm Dan Vondrak, Creative Director at Raven. One of our goals as developers is to bring the game world to life unlike anything you've ever experienced, and the PlayStation 5 is making that happen. With the power of the new console, we've been able to significantly enhance the overall
Jasper, very
experience.
keen for a Witcher
From what you
remaster.
see in the world, how it feels in your hands, to what you hear around you. In Black Ops Cold War, you will be transported to the year 1981, in the middle of one of the most dangerous times the world has ever known, the height of the Cold War.
So,
The following is a portion of the first campaign mission where you've been given the name of a high-value target linked to the Iran hostage crisis.
I don't.
But in true
I don't
Black Ops
feel
style,
like there's as much
nothing is as it seems.
hype around
Take
this
a
Call
look.
of Duty as others have been, right? And I think Warzone, like, leaves such a large wake, right? Free to play,
yeah.
battle royale, really took the world by storm. Is this one getting people excited, or are they just happy to continue playing Warzone and get updates for Warzone?
I don't know. I think the last Call of Duty game I played was Modern Warfare 4. Or, like, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 4. Like,
Long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, same here. Yeah.
Yeah, I've kept pretty up to date with them, and I'm a big fan of Warzone, but I have no what's the word I'm looking for? No passion. That's not the right word, but I have no drive to pick up this game. There's nothing that they've shown me in this game that makes me more excited to play it than Warzone. So
It's also a bit like, I don't know, when they've gone to like World War II, it's sort of far enough away and detached enough that it's kind of,
check it out.
not quite as, this is during the Iran hostage,
yeah, it's a lot closer to home, isn't it? Yeah.
situation. Well, it kind of is, and you're kind of making games over, something which happened within living memory for a lot of people. And that's
A rush might be.
you need a degree of kind of sensitivity which Call of Duty hasn't always shown.
This is, I think, a fair assessment. A lot of people now in the chat just saying, just give me SOCOM. Just want SOCOM.
Yeah.
Oh, When was the last time we even got a SOCOM game?
A very long time ago.
PS3, right?
PlayStation 3, yeah, maybe it's PS3, yeah.
That's our man. Take him out.
I mean, they've got so
that would
many
be
games
easy
to go
to
back
win.
to, yeah.
I mean, it's not a Call of Duty gameplay reveal unless they show a sniping mission, is it?
That's very Sniper Elite.
Very.
Sniper Elite,
Yeah. But not as cool.
No.
You don't get to see the, like...
The skeleton and
Yeah.
I can't talk about dealing with things with sensitivity and then announce my love for Sniper Elite and seeing skeleton getting smashed up in slow motion.
Yeah. Oh my lord. That is violent.
Yeah. Look, very gratuitous. Can't believe that this level of gameplay is in like the general like PS5 thing.
Yeah,
But,
that is.
I guess that's why they had the mature warning.
Well, this is also a cross-generation game, right? This is coming to PS4, so you're not going to see anything mind-blowing in here, I would have thought.
Oh, it looks alright.
Oh yeah, I mean, it is Call of Duty, innit? You know what you're getting at this point. Remote control bomb cars. That's what you're getting.
Yeah.
It's like the
maybe they're like driving around a remote control car because it's like their hobby or something.
it's like the runway in Fast and Furious. This thing goes on forever.
Oh, it was a bomb. Who would have guessed?
Oh, DJ Sanderson is asking for Spider-Man Miles Morales. I think you missed it, mate. We had it. We had it at the start of the show, unfortunately.
Very cool. Very worth going back to it.
Yeah, definitely.
No, highlight so far, easily.
The highlight was Final Fantasy. Just kidding. Well, I'm not.
Let's go.
People asking for a Black Ops 2 remaster. I think
that a good one?
It was a pretty good one, yeah. I think you know a lot of people are fond of the Call of Duty that they entered the franchise on, right?
I hope you enjoyed that sneak peek at the campaign.
You've been
from Black
seeing
Ops
recently
Cold War.
them going
there are many
back
more
to do
twists
remasters.
and turns along the way as you begin to unravel the truth, and we can't wait for you to play it soon. In addition to the story campaign, Cold War features the next generation of multiplayer online combat.
Here we go.
And an all-new awesome zombies experience. Today, I have the special honor to announce on behalf of my friends at Treyarch that the PlayStation community doesn't have to wait to play multiplayer. Starting this Friday, PlayStation players will be able to play the multiplayer alpha exclusively on PlayStation 4. And for those of you that are watching at home on your PS4, you can preload the experience starting tomorrow.
Very
Can't wait to see you online Friday and through the weekend. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Very cool. Let me know in the chat, guys, if you're going to be picking that up. Does that interest you at all? Free alpha weekend for Call of Duty Cold War.
You going to stream it?
We could do, couldn't we? Actually, I'm moving around this weekend a little bit, so we'll see. We'll see if we can manage it.
Around.
I am. No, well, yeah. John Smith reckons it's going to be $79.99.
Whoa! For the controller.
Oh, he might be talking about Call of Duty there. He might be talking about Call of Duty.
Come on, move!
Is this Resident Evil?
Chris? What the hell?
Hell yeah, Chris Redfield.
Take him away.
Yep, this is Resident Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Inject it into my veins.
Especially if it's got the Resi 4 kind of feel to it. I'm really liking that idea.
In life and in death.
You mean Resident Evil 4, but with Resident Evil 7 games, right?
Yeah, that would be great.
The bell tolls for us all. They're coming again.
I wonder if they'll do VR again. I wonder if they'll jump into PSVR again with this.
I'm sure they will.
If it's first person, yeah.
Mia.
No, thank you. Too scary for me. Don't like it.
Wait, was that it?
Long ago, a young girl went with her mother to pick berries
This is still
for her father.
Oh, this is still
It was hard
Yeah.
work.
Like that
But the
change to
forest
that
greeted them with a
side-scrolling
dark,
perspective was like,
cold
wait,
silence.
what's happening?
The bush is empty. Yet determined to find the berries, the rascal broke free of Mother's grasp and vanished into the trees.
We don't have a price date yet, Kieran. Stick around.
Mother's worried cries
We'll hopefully get it
fast
soon.
as the girl ran on.
I think this will
over
be too scary
vine,
for me.
under branch,
I think I'm a big wimp. I can do Resident Evil 4
the forest deep.
because that was very cheesy and still a bit scary, but
Yeah.
I think this might be.
I'm in a similar boat.
This is like the Final Fantasy one. This is
It's just a
Resident Evil
local
7
tale.
was like legitimately scary though.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the direction they're going in.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Release date.
I just like, I'm such a wimp as is, but for some reason, I want to play it in VR. If I'm going to play it, I may as well go whole hog, you know? Play it properly.
I don't like scary games, but I'm gonna make it scarier.
Yeah, exactly. Got to go in at the deep end if you're going to do it.
They're bringing back the arms fender. That looks like the.
I would love
weapon
that.
seller
Hello,
from
stranger.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah, I'd love that.
The animation in the middle of that looked like Coraline. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Deathloop.
Oh. This looked interesting back when it was revealed.
Yeah.
It's been delayed though, hasn't it? Is this which was delayed?
You want out of a time loop? You gotta learn how it works. Black Reef is a puzzle, and each visionary is a different piece. Here's Igor.
I am a respected scientist!
I've done so many loops, I've learned to run circles around him.
Yeah, I love the concept of this game.
Is this a multiplayer thing? Or is there going to be single player?
I don't know if they've announced that there's multiplayer or not.
It makes sense.
It looks very multiplayer.
Very cool. I'm all in on Deathloop.
Taking my targets out one by
Definitely my
one,
sort of game.
more than I can remember, but there is never enough time. I go after one, another lives. Because right now, half an island away, a different visionary is throwing his nightly cannibal masquerade. Alexis Dorsey.
Everybody shut up! This is my jam.
Igor's a big fan, yet somehow he never makes it to the party.
Big fans of the Dishonored games, are we? Bill, Matt, what do we think?
Oh yes, yeah, I really like it.
Here's the invite to
like
the
them,
party.
yeah.
And here's why
And obviously
Igor
that
blew
was
it off.
very much like the Blink.
He made some kind of scientific breakthrough that morning.
I did it! I did
Wait,
it!
is this Arcane?
That he makes every morning.
It's the same people who make Dishonored, yeah.
That's awesome. I didn't know that.
That's made me more interested, definitely. Yeah.
No experiment, no breakthrough. No reason for Igor not to drink his disappointment with Alexis. Now I got a shot at killing them both at the same time. In the same loop.
Some people in the chat think we won't even get a price today.
Oh, that would be.
They would be outraged if that was the case, I think.
Yeah, I think if that was the case, then it'd be very expensive, much more expensive than that. But now, I'll be baffled by that decision. I think.
Targets on my list. Every one of them with grand plans for eternal life. To break the loop, I gotta break the rules. Clock's ticking.
And
So
you just
cool.
ran out of time. You keep
Yeah, I'm really
forgetting.
liking the style.
I'm not
of it.
like those other idiots. Only got one name on my list.
And the fact that Arcane is making it, just like steal it from
Q2 2021. That is quite.
Still
Also
far away,
available on
still pretty
PC.
far away.
May to June, probably.
Christopher Baker in Facebook wants Paperboy Enhanced Edition PS5 exclusive. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. My camera is playing up today.
Wow, you coming through, okay? Nice.
Yeah, on the stream it's messing up, but it's fine. We're back, people.
Or Capcom. Devil May Cry 6.
Look at that ray tracing. Get a puddle in it. It's not a next-gen game if it doesn't have a puddle.
This is Devil May Cry. This is Devil May Cry.
Would our fates be different? Would I have your life? And you mine? You a
Not as
demon?
cool as the new one. We'll still buy it.
Special edition. Devil May Cry is a series I've never got into.
I love it all.
I haven't got into either. Yeah.
Kneel before me.
This is
I even like that DMC Devil May Cry reboot thing that everybody hated.
People still talking about the Harry Potter game in the chat. A lot of excitement around that.
Yeah, y'all can keep your Harry Potter. You need Devil May Cry.
With the Harry Potter then, it's it's an RPG then, so you create a character and you go to Hogwarts. That's the idea.
That's what the rumours are, yeah.
Obviously, we didn't really explain what kind of game that was. Just
yeah, we didn't get a lot in that trailer, but I mean, it talked a little bit about making your own story in Hogwarts and making an impact. So I think we can assume it's a create a character at the start kind of RPG.
I'll probably go evil. I'd go evil.
Ooh, interesting.
Be more fun.
Yeah. Daniel in the YouTube chat, no decent games yet then. Harsh. Interestingly though, no sports games yet, right? No driving games. Sony loves a good driving game on the next gen console.
Well, we've got about 8 minutes left, did you say? With 40?
Yeah, I guess so.
A new Oddworld?
New Oddworld. We've seen glimpses of this before, I think, right? At a different state of play? I think so.
What are they doing? Did those fugitive morons burn down their own hideout?
It sounds idiotic.
This always feels like a PlayStation
That's exactly what it looks like.
franchise to me, even though I played it on PC.
Yeah.
I first played it on PlayStation 1. So.
Hi, I'm Lorne Lanning, creative director of Oddworld Soulstorm, and we're excited to bring you an all-new exclusive trailer from the game. Here, our unlikely hero, Abe, finds himself fresh off the back of freeing his people from the nefarious Rupture Farms.
Oddworld's never a game that I got into.
But soon discovers it has only just begun.
But
The
really
stakes
fun
are higher,
platformers.
the
Yeah.
threats are larger,
Maybe I need
the
to check it out
obstacles
then.
are more devious, and it's all made possible by the power of PlayStation 5.
Yeah, the remastered ones are lovely, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, hopefully if it comes on launch, we don't actually have a whole lot coming on launch, do we? Apart from Spider-Man.
No, but I think that's pretty normal for console launch.
It is.
That's why I would never buy a console within its first year.
Really? Wow. Hot takes. I think this year, you're going to struggle, right? If you don't get one on the pre-order, you might not get one for a while.
Nothing I've seen at the moment has made me want to buy a PlayStation 5 as soon as it goes.
Fair enough.
And I will get one, but at the moment, I've got to wait until more games come out.
Wait here.
I'll probably buy one because I don't
could
have
go
any
for a
software
sandwich right
control.
now. We gotta get out of here. Come on, let's get out of here.
We got to assume that they got a big hitter after this and then the price, right? They're not going to end on Oddworld there and then now give us
They're
price.
gonna end with like whatever they're like teasing in these little in between bits.
Maybe. Everybody's crying out for price and release date in the chat. We're right there with you. We're right there with you.
We got 6 minutes left, right? Ish.
Apparently. Apparently.
Maybe it's a clue. You've got a triangle has 3 sides. A square has 4 sides.
You got all the red string behind you.
Points. So 344 0. So $3,440.
Nailed it.
Better be water cooled and like packed with RGB then.
What are we looking at here? Was that? Is it Five Nights at Freddy's?
Gregory, be still.
Spooky games.
Yeah.
Spooky games. I'm not liking it.
Yeah.
Did it get you guys? Did it get you?
No.
A new Five Nights at Freddy's.
Not played any of those either.
They're games.
It seems like the chat is turning slightly to more of the idea that we won't get a price and release date.
That would be hilarious.
I'm seeing it crop up in the chat a lot now.
Absolutely hilarious if we don't get a price. I will.
I mean, I'll apologize in advance for the
yeah.
for the clickbaity title if we're really not getting a price and release date. Like, I can't believe it.
I'm into whatever this is. I love this studio. Blue Point? Oh, this is Demon Souls. Probably. This is definitely Demon Souls.
Yeah. The question is, when is this game coming, right? This could be a huge pull for a day one game, if they can manage it.
Yeah, this is day one on PS5. I'm buying a PS5 on launch. I am a massive Souls fan.
There we go.
So the world might be mended.
This looks so cool. I just love the aesthetic of the series.
For sure, for sure.
Very dark and gloomy.
Looks lovely though.
Mm-hmm. Backstabs are back, of course.
Love it. A lot of people excited for this one.
This looks amazing. Just how much more fluid it is than like previous Souls titles.
Yeah.
Where I was expecting the opposite, where it would have the same gameplay. This looks.
I think
really cool.
In recent sort of times, remake has taken on kind of a new meaning, right? From like, you want the feeling of the old game, you want it to kind of look like the old game you remember, but much better, obviously. But people have really taken it on themselves to improve gameplay in more recent remakes. And that's exactly what... Sorry, go on.
The only thing I can see it holding back for here is if they like mess with like the timing of the animations and stuff.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's such a beloved game. If it feels wrong, people will know it immediately, right? And that's the sort of thing... Sorry, what were you saying, Matt?
The lighting is fantastic.
Yeah.
In this.
Is that ray tracing?
Now we need some puddles. Give me a puddle.
There are puddles.
Okay.
What do you call puddles?
There's some puddles here.
I think from what I've heard, the ray tracing in this is shadows, and you can definitely tell in this. Fog Door. I thought it was going to be a boss. Give me a boss.
Cobra Key is... sorry.
Cool, but... Sorry, go on.
Cobra Key in the YouTube chat is clearly a Demon Souls fan. He says, this guy is clearly hacking. He's clearly too good at the game. I totally agree. He hasn't died 17 times yet, like I would have.
Yes, 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 yes. This is what I wanted.
It'd be interesting, right? If this is a launch day game, then this could be a lot of people's first foray into the Souls genre, because they'll be looking to pick something up on release day. They'll think, ooh, a cool-looking medieval game, and then they will get their butts kicked.
If it's as hard as the original.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
It has to be, really. They can't. It's got such a reputation now, hasn't it?
People calling out in the YouTube chat for a Dragon Age game. Well, yeah, Dragon Age just got announced, didn't it? It's been announced that it's happening. We just haven't seen anything.
We've only gotten like little tidbits of information.
Yeah.
Gameplay, we haven't
I'm playing that on PC, those games.
Yeah.
Yeah. With no release date though. Yeah, Dragon Age games are like meant for mouse and keyboard.
It feels that way, doesn't it? Yeah.
We've got to be there, haven't we? If the stream ends, I swear. I swear.
This is Fortnite.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fortnite.
It's gonna be the Fortnite with ray tracing.
Fortnite's a weird one to close on if this is gonna be the last game they show.
It's incredibly popular.
Incredibly popular, but there's no nobody's thinking that Fortnite isn't coming to PS5, do you know what I mean? And it's not gonna be
available at launch though. So
well,
did we know that?
Yeah, there's your launch title.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe, and that might be enough for a lot of people, right? Yeah, you're absolutely right. Where's the price? Where's the price? People go crazy in the chat.
PlayStation Plus collection.
Yeah, what's that?
Is this maybe a rebrand of PlayStation Now, do we think?
Can you kill something that big?
Are all these games going to be back in that?
Maybe. As far as I'm aware, all of these games so far are on PlayStation Now currently. So...
Lynn, if they include PS Now and PS Plus, that would be a really good.
Maybe.
My name is Marcus.
My name is Kara.
My name is Connor.
Or they could be like, sign a contract for PlayStation Plus, get the PS5.
They're not so.
People wanted to see more of the Legend of Korra. I totally agree with you.
These are all PS4 games. Like, show me PS3 games being played. Show me PS2 games.
It's time.
I don't think you'll get any of that, unfortunately, Bill.
Well, I guess I'll just have to find another way to play them. Simply download games and start playing. Isn't that how it usually works?
Yeah, pretty much. PlayStation Plus collection coming to PlayStation 5.
This kind of reminds me
is all of that included?
Yeah,
included with
the subscription.
Yeah.
Yeah. It reminds me of the way Switch does it with their on Switch, the Switch Online thing where you get the NES collection and the SNES collection.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, and you know, that is great value for people, right? If you didn't own a PS4...
Fantastic games. I mean, there's some brilliant games in that, yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't own a PS4 and you're looking to get in now, you know you're going to have all them day one to blaze through. You're going to have a great time.
Oh, amazing, yeah. That's some of the best games ever made, I think.
Yeah. Interestingly, Horizon Zero Dawn wasn't in there.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Which is an interesting omission.
I saw 2 USBs and an HDMI. That might be it. There are USB A's for some reason on the back. Don't like that. Here we go.
Here we go, guys.
$4.99. $3.99.
$449, $499, and $399. That's exactly what we're saying.
That's exactly what you said, I think, Matt. So you win.
November 12th, November 19th for the UK. You have to wait. But only 5 days or
wait
whatever.
5 days. 5 whole days? Could we wait?
That's not bad maths. It could be.
Thank you all for joining us
maybe
today.
not 5 days, maybe
and for being
7.
part of this amazing journey.
7 days.
It's your passion as fans of gaming that drives us to deliver a truly new generation of experiences on PS5. From everyone at PlayStation, we appreciate your continued support, and we look forward to you getting your hands on PS5 very soon.
Do we get a pre-order date?
To close,
it's going to be God of War.
Let me leave you with one more quick look.
One more thing. One more thing.
There's snow. Norway and snow. I mean, come on.
I think you're absolutely right. It's got to be God of War.
The time draws near.
It's God of War.
Yeah, 100%. You know that soundtrack.
I know the symbol too.
Yeah. I think you two are ever so slightly ahead of me in the stream.
No, Bill's just really good at this.
So, like I said, do we see anything of the game here? Is this just a splash screen? Is that it?
You must prepare yourself.
Ragnarok.
Definitely still Norse then.
Mm-hmm.
Next year? I mean,
that's the end of next year, isn't it? Let's face it.
Yeah, holiday probably.
For sure.
Look, I know
well, there we go.
There was no, like Uncharted, but I got some Final Fantasies, some Resident Evil, some God of War,
Harry Potter. I know it's not your sort of thing, Bill, but a lot of people stoked about Harry Potter. That might be enough to get some people in for sure. But what do we think of the price point then? $499 for the standard PS4, $399 for the all digital.
I think the all digital is going to get absolutely demolished by the Xbox Series S. It's $100 cheaper.
It's interesting, right? Like, I would have thought at the end of there we would have also seen some explanation as to the difference between the standard PS5 and the all digital. Like, we understand that there is no difference other than that disc drive, or at least that's what we're assuming.
Whereas that's a $100 disc drive.
Exactly, that's an expensive disc drive, but like Xbox, I think, did a really good job of saying, hey, the Xbox Series S, you're not going to get full-blown 4K. It's a lesser experience. And maybe PlayStation should have harped more on the fact here that the discless version of the PlayStation is not a lesser experience.
That's going to be their argument against the Series S. Is the Series S is cheaper, but it's a lot less powerful.
But it's significantly cheaper, right?
Yeah, and
150.
There are a lot of people that don't have 4K TVs that have no use for the Xbox Series X.
Mm-hmm. Guys in the chat, let me know. What do we think of the price points? Are we excited? Is that what we were expecting? Are we disappointed? I want to know. I want to know what everybody's thinking about. Everybody, like loads of people still raving about Hogwarts, Harry Potter. Exciting stuff, exciting stuff. So we got some backwards compatibility info there as well in the, I can't remember what they even called it now, the PlayStation Collection, was it? PlayStation Plus Collection? Which, like you say, is a huge draw for people who didn't own a PS4 this generation, right? Massive draw, massive draw. If you can,
we still don't know what games you'll be able to play on November 12th.
November 12th or 19th, depending on where you are in the world.
You can play a bunch of PS4 games. What are you talking about?
I can do that now. And I can play Fortnite now.
Yeah, you can. You can.
I wouldn't be able to play Spider-Man Miles Morales though, so will that...
Spider-Man, yeah, but again, we only got a holiday release date for that game because they hadn't announced the official release date. Now, I think we can assume it's a day one release, right? Can we? At this point?
No.
No?
No, I wouldn't at all.
But then
because
if...
They said available at launch. They said available at launch at... What did they say available at launch for? Fortnite?
Yeah, and they said the PlayStation Plus collection was be available at launch.
Was there something else? I think there was another one.
A lot of people asking when the pre-orders are available. Unless I missed it in there, we didn't find out, right?
Don't think it said.
We didn't find out, so we can assume it's going to be coming up soon. They've said before now that they won't just drop it on people. It won't just be like a tweet that says, hey, go pre-order it right now. They're going to give us time to prepare for that. So I would assume that we can expect that in the next couple of weeks.
Maybe there won't be pre-orders.
There has to be pre-orders. Come on.
So, NVIDIA didn't do pre-orders this time around either. So,
I mean, what would the benefit of not doing pre-orders be? The like hype cycle.
Get everybody paying attention to your thing at the exact same time. Because everybody that wants one, just like.
But you can't.
And then they get headlines.
I think we're in an interesting spot, right, where that would be encouraging people to go out and try and get this thing, and maybe that's not the best look for Sony at the moment, to be like encouraging people to get out and go shopping, and do you know what I mean? Like, it is kind of a bit of a tone-deaf look, I think. Of course, they could probably do it in such a way that it wouldn't be necessarily that would be the case, but
just make it online only.
Yeah, but then if you're gonna do, you may, yeah, I don't know. Then the website's gonna crash, isn't it? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, you have to be prepared for these kind of things. Some people think this is super cheap and cheaper than they were expecting. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I think at the top of the show I said $550 and $450, so it's 50 quid cheaper than I was assuming it would be.
So what was the digital version again?
$399.
$399.
$399.
£359 pounds. £360.
Yeah. And I think that's a great price point for it. I think it is pretty much what people are saying and expecting.
Yeah, very good price.
I'm surprised actually that there's $100 or £100 worth of difference between the two. I thought we were looking at more like $50 difference.
I think I would go digital maybe this time. I don't need a disc. I don't think.
I think you're absolutely right, and I think it's in Sony's best interest to push that, right? Like, they essentially want you to have digital only, right? It's better for them if they haven't got to print discs and they haven't got to ship them out and share the costs with retail stores.
And then they get to kill used games.
Like yeah, in a kind of evil way, it is better for Sony if they pull off the all digital future. And so bringing it $100 under, I think, is going to be a huge selling point for a lot of people. I'll definitely be getting an all digital version because, like you say, the discs that I do have, I can play on my PS4, and the likelihood of me going back to them, especially with this PlayStation Plus collection, right, where, you know, the only game I could imagine going back for was stuff like Bloodborne and God of War, and they've said I'm getting them day one on PS5 anyway, so why do I care?
Well, and also, we were saying, myself and Bill were talking about how I use Disney Plus to watch films that I've got on Blu-ray and DVD.
Just because you can't be asked to go.
I'm paying the subscription because I can't be asked to get the disc.
Yeah.
From behind me. I'd probably do the same with PlayStation.
Yeah.
Plus.
Definitely.
I'm still gonna buy the version with the disc.
Yeah, you think?
I watch too many 4K Blu-rays.
I've got a 4K Blu-ray player though.
Yeah.
So
yeah, interesting. I just don't do it. Like I just don't. I can't remember the last DVD Blu-ray I bought. It's just all Netflix.
I still get 4K movies because I think there is the quality is so different.
Undoubtedly.
And especially and audio as well, because I've got a good cinema system. You know, you get uncompressed audio with 4K Blu-rays, but I have got a 4K Blu-ray player, so I don't need it for that, and I don't think the way my setup as well means that I need that 4K player because it's got two HDMI out.
Right.
One for video, one for audio.
Yeah.
And the PS5 wouldn't have that, so I wouldn't be able to use it really for a PlayStation and for a 4K DVD player anyway.
So how do we feel then about the release date before we drop out of here? So we had November 12th for Japan, and there were a few other places in there as well, weren't there? Let's try and look it up.
US.
I've got it here. US, Japan, Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, and South Korea is November 12th. And the rest of the world is
19th.
November 19th.
Yeah, which is harsh, I think, for us in the UK. I'm in
the US. So
well, yeah,
I consider this a massive win.
Yeah, exactly. No, for sure. And
isn't it like 10 days before the Xbox Series X. Wasn't the Series X like the 27th?
I don't know. Can you look that up for us, Bill, quickly, and make sure we're right on that?
Microsoft confirmed last week Xbox Series X will cost blah 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 when it launches on November 10.
Oh no!
Oh wow!
The
So
Series X release date is November 10th.
just 2 days. Just 2 days between
So
the US
Series X
release.
comes first.
But by 2 days, I mean, it might be enough to sway some people, right? But again, the question is, what are we playing on these consoles day one? Why would you buy an Xbox day one?
We're in the age of the internet, Matt. Like, this is 2 days is a lot.
2 days is a lot. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I don't think you're gonna change your mind from buying a PlayStation 5 just because the Xbox.
No, but like someone in a store might.
Yeah, you might. If you wander into a store because they're having a big event on. But then people don't do that nowadays, Bill. We're in 2020. Nobody leaves the house. You're not allowed.
Both are coming out before the last payday before Christmas for a lot of people, and before Black Friday.
Yeah.
We're guessing.
Yeah.
Black Friday will be end of November as per usual.
It'll be interesting to see if on Black Friday we get some crazy good deals on current gen consoles. Xbox, we saw some great deals on Xbox One S's last year.
They could
And
try
so-
to clear stock.
Yeah,
I also
absolutely.
think that maybe game console sales might be slightly softer on Black Friday because people have just spent $500 a week before on the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X.
Absolutely. But it could be a great time for people like myself, right? I've played PlayStation all this generation. I don't own an Xbox. I want to own an Xbox because I think Game Pass is such an incredible value proposition. So if I see an Xbox One S go on sale, and I know the next Halo that's coming out, I'm going to be able to play on it at least. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't I just do that and commit to my PS5 and last generation Xbox and be perfectly happy with that?
Do you have a
PC, Matt?
Yeah, just get a PC.
Just get a PC, is that the answer, is it?
Well, you've got a PC.
I'm not...
We have a guide to building a PC on TechRadar.com.
Oh, really? Hint, nudge, nudge. Head there and check it out, guys. And no, I don't want to have to update my drivers every time I log in, and my controller's not working, now my mouse isn't synced, and oh my god, it's a whole thing. Use my PC to do my taxes.
That is a problem in like 1999, but like
yeah, back when I was playing PC games and then I swore off of them and stuck to my consoles where I know everything will work.
Well, this is why I would never get an Xbox, is because I've got a gaming PC.
Oh, for sure. Games. Exactly.
And I won't be able to play the Spider-Man, God of War.
Yeah, that's the exact reason why I will be buying a PS5.
Yeah.
So, although I can see where Microsoft is coming from by doing that, it just means that I will have no interest in buying an Xbox.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. I'm just getting up the prices for everybody now. People are still asking in the chat, dropping in and out. So there are the prices on your screen, guys. $499 for the one with the disc drive and $399 without. You're going to be getting them November 12th or November 19th, depending on where you live. And that's it. That's it. Bill, before we close out here today, what was the highlight of the show for you?
Final Fantasy 16.
Final Fantasy 16. I thought you were going to say Demon's Souls there. I'll be honest, Final Fantasy 16 feels like a year ago at this point. It was right at the beginning of the show. I totally forgot about it.
I already knew about Demon's Souls.
Fair
Final
enough.
Fantasy 16 is new.
Fair enough.
My favorite franchise. Gimme.
Gimme. And Matt, what was the highlight of the show for you?
I think Spider-Man continues to look really good. So I'd probably say that. I'm glad they finally gave us a price.
Yeah.
And release date. That just feels like I'm not going to buy one yet. No. Nothing I saw made me want to buy one day one.
Yeah.
I will wait. I will buy one, but I will wait until next year.
Yeah, well, I think for me, the highlight of the show has to be the price, right? I think it came in under my expectations, and that's only good news for me. I'll definitely be getting one of those discless ones as soon as I can. And we'll see what happens then in the next generation console war. It will be very interesting to see what we get next year.
It's an incredibly exciting time to be a gamer at the moment, whether you're playing on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation.
Yeah, absolutely.
And possibly Switch as well. Who knows?
Who knows?
Don't forget about the Switch.
Never forget about the Switch. Come on. We never would. Ladies and gents, if you're still here in the chat, I really appreciate you being here. Please do consider subscribing to TechRadar on YouTube. We're going to do more and more of these kind of live stream reacts. We've got Samsung one coming up next week. We've got a Google one coming up the next week after. So it'll be exciting to see you there. I hope you do join us. Thanks for joining me, Bill and Matt. I really appreciate it. I've had a blast.
Yeah, great fun. Yeah.
It was fun.
Fantastic stuff. And ladies and gents, all that's left to do is remind you that you should head to techradar.com for all the latest tech news and reviews, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.